Okay, so what's up, YouTube? Today's an old rainy day here in the shop, and figured it'd be a good time to start trying to get the shop to where it's all cleaned up, and we're gonna do a little painting on the floor, get it cleaned up, get some things organized, and see if we can't start getting this journey going. Not real sure how we're going to do all this just yet, but I guess we'll take y'all along as we get this thing ready to go and see if we can't make this place a little bit more comfortable to work in, a little bit more presentable. So hope y'all enjoy this video. Okay, so we're back here in the shop, and we got a couple coats of paint on the floor, and making a little progress here. As you can see, looks a lot better than what it did the other day. We gave it a couple of days to dry so that we can move everything over here to over here, and then we can go back and get that side of the floor right there prepped up, put a coat of paint over here or two, and then give that a couple of days to dry, and then hopefully we're ready to start working on getting everything going for this year's racing season. This whole floor has took a beating over the years. It was auto repair shop for almost 20 years. There was grease and grime and all kinds of chemicals and stuff soaked into the concrete before we ever put the first coat of paint on it. We did come in here and do an acid wash on the floor and scrubbed it and everything before we put the paint on it the last time. But there was just some areas that didn't get as clean as we should have, and that forced us to have to come in here and do a little scraping, as you can see in the video earlier, and do some prepping so that maybe the paint will stick a little better this time. Some people might ask why we don't go with an epoxy, and that's exactly why we didn't go with an epoxy on it, was because the floor is just so wore out, and it like I said, it had all kinds of chemicals and stuff on it previously. So we figured we'd just have to come in here every so often and just paint and do some things just to clean it up every now and then. Like I said, that's basically where we're at now. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and start getting everything moved over and try to finish up this other side. We'll do a little recording on us doing that, and hopefully everything will start coming together to where we can start putting things back to where we can get in here and get to working on these cars, and everything's going to take to go racing this year. car over here is flat now.
Remember, you want to talk on this.
This thing was not that hard to roll. Can you tell?
Yeah, this one's flat.
Get your air pressure.
Why can't I squeeze after?
You're going to have to squeeze around this way. I know I'm not going to be able to squeeze over there.
Do we need to get one of those dolly things?
I don't know what we're going to do on that. I might try to build a lift for this thing. Then again, I might try to build one of those dollies to pick up one end at a time from the bumper bars. I don't know.
What are you gonna have for that?
I probably got everything. Just
That's good.
some time, which we don't have much of. No, we won't go back to it. Steer that straight. Now, oh, that's too far. Straight, the other straight. Now look, you turn to the right. Now you're going to the left. You don't have to go very far.
Oh. Yeah, first time.
Alright, now turn it to the right. The left, or to the left. Alright, so move the welder back. Just pull the welder over this way.
Oh, yeah, that's a big difference.
Alright, go ahead. I don't like pulling on that bottle like that. That's something else I gotta do. I gotta work on the welder. That welder, man, it's been neglected. It's been, yeah.
Kind of outdated.
It's been neglected a lot.
Yeah, well, last time you used it.
I just used it a couple months ago.
Oh, for what? That headrest?
Not when I was welding the stuff for Jake.
Okay, so what?
Turn to the left.
The what?
Left. Alright, come on. Alright, back to the right. Watch that thing over on you hit your back. That vice.
Yeah, I got that.
Alright, now turn straight and around. Alright, right there. That's what I want right there for now. Alright, so as everybody can see here, you can see where we painted it, over to where we painted it, and then over here you can see how it's all funky-fied, so we gotta see if we can't get a little paint on this side over here. Let that dry for a couple days, and then we can start organizing our shop to where we can start working on this mess. It's going to take a lot of work on this, but we've done it before, and I'm sure we'll do it a whole lot again. There's our new seat that we got for it. It's a Butler built, and as you can see, it's a containment seat. Safety first around this shop for sure. This here's the seat that came out of it. If we still have it, it will be available. We're going to sell this seat for $125. It's a Butler built with a Richardson headrest. It don't have no cover, but it's still a good seat. It's just too small for this one right here. So anyway, we're going to get to work on this floor, and we'll film a little more footage of what we do here, which is going to basically be just cleaning it and getting it ready to paint. Of course, we'll have to let it dry overnight after we mop everything up, but we'll move on from there. Hopefully this coming week As you can see, there's some insulation here that never was covered. Like I said, this used to be an auto repair shop. So we didn't put a lot of emphasis into the appearance of this old shop because it was just here to do automotive work in. And of course we had the kerosene blowing heaters and stuff in here in the winter time and big fans in the summertime. But we're planning on doing some heat and air and hopefully get this stuff here covered up this coming week, get some more insulation put up there and get some kind of a cover. And I don't know if I'm gonna put the plywood and paint it or just go with some white plastic for now, but something to make it where she's a little more presentable and a little warmer. So follow us along and stay with us here as we continue trying to get this shop in order for this little half pint right here. So all right, so we're back out here today, and we got the floor mopped up last night. Mopped it a couple different times with all we done is just mop this floor with bleach each time. Didn't come exactly clean, but that's more or less just scuff marks. That's just a product of the paint. But I don't think that I have said anything yet about the type of paint that we've been using on this. And very simply, this paint is just it's an oil-based floor enamel that we got from Lowe's. They was actually discontinuing this paint when we bought it, so I went to the different Lowe's all around here and we bought up everything that we could. We ended up with about 30 gallons of this stuff. But this right here, that is exactly what we're putting on this floor. Now again, I've said before that some people might ask, well, why haven't you used epoxy? And of course, like I said, it just, the floor is just, it's just an old rough floor to begin with. But the more I think about it, I think we are going to probably go and get some 2-part epoxy and put a clear over top of this paint. Some of you folks may know that that's maybe not something that needs to be done, I don't know, but just looking into it, I don't see where there may be a problem with doing that. It's noisy over there. Why did you put the lid back on it?
Because it was the wrong paint.
No, that's the right paint. It just has a urethane on top of it. That urethane is what hardens up the paint. We have to stir that stuff up. But anyway, we're going to get to work here. We're going to put a coat of paint on this side here to finish it out. Like I said, we may stop at Lowe's later this afternoon and get some more, or should I say get a couple of those 2-part kits and put a couple coats of clear epoxy over this and see how that works out. Maybe that'll help it stop from getting scratched up and gas and oil and stuff like that from peeling it up. So anyway, we're going to get to work.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we definitely have more on the way. So I would like to say like, subscribe, comment, and share to help us grow, and just stay tuned for the next video.